Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Captain Lando Muniz with Nomad Fishing. And tonight I'm going to bring you a fishing report. It's June 30th, 2023, and I'm going to bring you a fishing report for this week. Before I get started, I wanted to thank all of you that have subscribed to the channel. And I especially want to thank those of you that have become members and that are actively supporting the channel. Before I get started with the fishing report, I also wanted to mention that I have some new videos going up for members pretty soon here. Some tutorials and instructional videos. What else? As far as the fishing goes, there is still some mahi around. They're mostly smaller fish. You have to work pretty hard to find the larger fish. There have been some larger fish down in the Keys. It hasn't been great, but it's been pretty good. Hopefully those fish will start traveling this way. I haven't seen too many of the really large ones, a few nice gaffers, and that's about it. As far as the bottom fishing goes, the mutton snapper spawn is going off. Yesterday, we had, actually before I mentioned yesterday, earlier this week, we had several charters, and we caught mutton snappers on every trip. We didn't catch a lot of them. Probably, we averaged about 2 per trip, which is not bad here in Miami. There were some nice ones, 10, 12 pounders and so forth. Yesterday we had a little bit of free time, which doesn't happen very often, and I got out with a couple of buddies. Well, Art, my mate and co-captain, and another friend of ours, Miguel, joined us, and we went out just to do some fun fishing and do a little exploration. Our day started out, we caught some herring and some ballyhoo. Both were really tough. We had to work really hard. We were finding some herring like on the shallow patch reefs out in about 20 feet of water off Key Biscayne. Usually when it's calm like this, you can find them off the beach sometimes, and in different areas you see them dimpling on the surface. But they were tough. We've seen some pilchards in the bay this week, but not a lot, small schools. And again, they're moving around pretty quick. So the bait fishing hasn't been all that great. It seems like it's improving a little bit, but nothing crazy right now. The ballyhoo have also been kind of tough to get on the reef, at least for us. Maybe we're not looking in the right places or at the right times. So with that said, let's get back to the fishing. The mutton snapper spawning, yesterday we did really good on them despite the sharks. We ended up, we kept 6.5. We had one that lost its tail to a shark. We probably lost at least that many to the sharks, and we did pull a couple of hooks and, you know, other things of that nature. But our biggest problem was the sharks. We lost several really nice fish to the sharks. We were catching the fish on a combination of baits, ballyhoo, herring, anything we could put down there they were eating. It seemed like we were getting bit on every pass. Now, what else? As far as the bottom fishing, the yellowtail have also been biting pretty good. It's mostly smaller yellowtails here in Miami. I had a buddy that fished shallow. He says he caught a lot of shorts. I've talked to a couple other people that are fishing a little deeper, 70, 80 feet, and they're getting them, you know, 14 to 16 inch range, which is not huge, but not bad for Miami standards. That's kind of normal. Pretty soon, if not already, I'm starting to hear some stories of people going out mangrove snapper fishing. If they haven't already turned on, they should be turning on here as we approach the full moon, and it'll probably stay good until at least August, maybe September. It'll be mostly a nighttime bite, and I find that they bite better after the sun goes down and it gets nice and dark. That's when they usually turn on and they bite really well. Seems like the later you go, the better they bite. What else? Kingfish has been slow. There's some big kings around. I've seen reports of a couple nice big kings and a few small ones, but nothing crazy. And again, the fleet hasn't really been fishing that much lately. It's been kind of quiet in the sport fishing industry. A lot of charter boats are not going out because it's been quiet. People aren't traveling, it seems, or fishing, coming down here to fish right now. They got other things on their minds, so hopefully it'll pick up here and we'll start fishing again here real soon. That pretty much concludes the report. If you guys haven't already become subscribers, go ahead and subscribe. And if you really want to support the channel, take it to the next step, go ahead and become a member, and you'll have access to exclusive tutorials and that sort of thing. Well, guys, until next time, my name is Captain Lando Muniz with Nomad Fishing. Tight lines.